Hey everybody, Motumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and I am very excited to be playing. This deck is one that we actually played a long time ago. However, we played a completely different color with this deck. So this is a spin-off of said deck, and you know what? Let's explain that. So let's hop right into today's deck. And we are playing none other than Mono Black Bolas. So Mono Black Bolas is a Mono Black control deck, but we are featuring Nicol Bolas Dragon God as well as Nicol Bolas God-pharaoh. So we're bringing our pals Nicol Bolas into the mix, and we're going to see if we can win with these cards. So how do we cast Nicol Bolas with only Mono Black? Because I mean, we are only playing really basic lands in regards to basic swamps, but we are playing 4 copies of Interplanar Beacon. So this is a really cool, really cool land that's been available for a while, since War of the Spark came out. Whenever you cast a Planeswalker spell, you gain a life. It taps for colorless, or you can pay 1 into it and tap it to add 2 mana of different colors. Spend this only to cast Planeswalker spells. So if we have out 4 swamps and an Interplanar Beacon, we can actually cast Nicol Bolas, because this Interplanar Beacon will produce the blue and the red that is necessary to cast the Nicol Bolas Dragon God, and we're going to get a life on top of it. But yeah, we did previously play this in a mono red version using Blood Sun and Lotus Field, because again, why would I not be playing Blood Sun and Lotus Field? But with the Lotus Field, produces 3 mana of any one color, so those colors could actually be black. And then we also played Interplanar Beacons for the other colors of mana. But yeah, so this time we're going to just go with a mono black build. It's not going to be a typical mono black control deck. There are tons of aspects from mono black control, but we're doing things a little bit different. I wanted to try out some cards because, again, we are focusing on Nicol Bolas. So I wanted to really focus on one card to actually work specifically with. So we're just going to go down the list. This should actually be relatively quick, a lot quicker than our normal intros. But again, mono black control, I mean, there's a lot to it, and there's not a lot to it. But we're gonna have 4 copies of Blood Cheese Thirst. Again, want to kill very quick low to the ground creatures early on in the game, and then be able to kill whatever we want later. We have 2 copies of Inquisition of Kozilek. We want ways to disrupt our opponent. These are going to be good early on to remove their cheap cards from their deck, or not from their deck, but from their hand. And let us see what they're doing. We also have 4 copies of Thoughtseize for the exact same reason. Hand disruption is typically really good early game, so we wanted to throw in a couple of extra copies. That's why we are playing not just the 4 Thoughtseizes for removal for any card from their hand except for land, but the 2 copies of Inquisition. Now we are playing Erebos' Intervention. Now this is important to the deck for a couple of reasons. We're not playing that many instant removal spells. So this obviously works as an instant removal spell. However, because of us playing so many Izzet Phoenix decks, I feel like every time I go into ranked, I'm just playing against the Izzet, Izzet Phoenix slash spell, cheap spells deck. This is really good against that deck. We can exile. Not only can we kill a creature if we just absolutely have to, but we get to exile up to twice X target cards from graveyards. So for not a lot of mana, we can actually wipe their graveyard. This is going to remove Delirium from them. This is going to remove Phoenixes they put into the graveyard. This is just going to be an overall great card against their deck. And hopefully we'll be able to show that off probably multiple times how I play. We do have 4 copies of Mazemind Tome. We do need ways to draw a card. I want to be able to draw cards early on. I was thinking about putting the Cosmos Elixir in here, but I didn't want that to be our 4-drop. Specifically in this deck, we may regret that, but I do feel like Mazemind Tome is going to get us. Now, in the 3-drop slot, we have 2 copies of Soul Shatter to be able to make our opponents sacrifice creatures or planeswalkers with the highest mana cost as an instant. And then the card that I really want to focus on, because we are playing Nicol Bolas, is I wanted to play Deliver Unto Evil. So for 3 mana, we get to choose up to 4 target cards in our graveyard. If we control a Bolas Planeswalker, so either one of our Planeswalkers, we get to return all of those cards to our hand. Otherwise, your opponent gets to pick 2 of them, and then 2 of those cards get put into the graveyard, and then you get the other 2. So it's kind of like a weird regrowth / gifts ungiven kind of effect. So we're giving but potentially for 3 mana, we can bring 4 cards back from our graveyard if we have a bolt. And what better thing to do that than playing it for free with Yahenni's Expertise? We could potentially wipe the board, and then we could at the same time then cast Deliver Unto Evil for free, since it does cost 3 or less, and then bring 4 cards back. Or worst case scenario, we've played some Hand Disruption, a couple removal spells early on. This goes to the graveyard, and then we Deliver Unto Evil, and then we just get 2 cards back for free. So it's potentially, I think, a win-win. Again, it's not the greatest or the strongest card, but in a deck like this, I do want to try it out, and we're just going to see if we can actually get some value out of it. We have 1 copy of Languish. I wanted just to try this out just in case. I had 4 copies of Yahenni's Expertise in here, and then I switched it up to 4 copies of Extinction Event, and then I said, you know what, let me just run 3 and 3 and 1 run Languish and just kind of see what happens, just in case we have to deal with some 4 drops, kind of like Resting Beacon, stuff like that. I doubt that we're going to have to run into that, but, just put 1 in here just in case. 3 copies of Extinction Event, like I mentioned. And then the last removal spell, we have 2 copies of Blood on the Snow. This is actually cool for a couple of reasons in this deck. We get to either destroy all creatures, destroy all planeswalkers, but then we get to return a creature or planeswalker with mana value X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of snow mana spent to cast this spell. So it does cost 6, so we could spend up to 6 snow mana to potentially bring back a planeswalker. The only target that we can bring back is Nicol Bolas Dragon God, which is still amazing. So we maybe drop this on turn 5 and then just maybe snipe a creature knowing that they're going to kill it on the backswing. And then after that, we Blood on the Snow, kill all their creatures, and then bring back Nicol Bolas, and then start taking up and start exiling another. So Nicol Bolas is great. He has all loyalty abilities of all planeswalkers on the battlefield. His +1, draw a card, make them exile a card from their hand or something they control. -3, kill any creature or planeswalker. Or the win condition really is -8. Each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. So we're going to try to win with Nicol Bolas Dragon God. This Nicol Bolas, he just came along for the ride. We're really using Nicol Bolas to +2 to make our opponent basically cast their spell. It does have some other abilities we're not even going to worry about. So again, we are going to play some Mono Black Bolas and see if we can have some fun with this. Again, if you enjoy the deck, the channel, the video, all I ask is that you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Check out the links down below. Join the Discord. Again, anything you do to help battle this YouTube algorithm, beast, monster, demon thing that we are doing, again, would be so amazing of you. So thank you for doing. Thank you for coming and watching the video. With that being said, let's just hop right into the gameplay. Well, at the wrap up. Get ready for Mono Black Bolas. We're in a black shirt. Actually, this is actually a Magic shirt. Can or cannot see. No, you can't because the logo is a little far down. I'll say hello after this. I think we take Magda. And then I think what we do is we will play the Maze Mind Tome, get that down this turn. And then we will start doing shenanigans. We'll Thought Seize them here on our turn. That way they can't actually play this Dragon's Horde. I care about this. Not gonna play this Maze Mind Tome. I really want to just start drawing cards. Alright, so we just need to start hitting a couple more lands and a couple more planeswalkers. Draw. Oh, there's a let me read this. Target creature. Creature or planeswalker. So we do have to be a little mindful of whatever. Get rid of that now while they can't feed any to it. Seems good. And we can actually Inquisition out this Dragon's Fire. And if we draw land next turn, it is going to be a game on. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Gain a couple life. Start. The concessions. Yeah, that was pretty good. That we really just disassembled their hand really quickly, really easily. They didn't really have any powerful follow-ups, unfortunately, but it's still a good game. So Sartorius, thank you so much, and we will head into the next game. All right, well, game 2. We hydrate. That was a quick game 1. Very quick against Mono Red Dragons. All right. Like it. I like it. We're going to keep. We're going to definitely start off with Inquisition. Take a peek. And all right, well, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Because regardless of what we hit, we probably just have to hit the Mrs. Mastery, so we don't want to put that in the graveyard. I'd rather put the one in the graveyard that they could potentially cast. Keep it going. Hope to maybe hit something good here. Nope, still nothing. Yep, I don't want to put that in the graveyard, but again, I'd rather put that in the graveyard over the other. Right, well, let us begin. Interesting. Yep. Oh Lord. What is that? The good thing is we're about to be able to get rid of it out of their hand. Oh Lord. Not good. Gonna pitch Dragonstorm and something. All right, well, get rid of that last card potentially. So really just have to hope here, right? So 3, I guess they can't do it next turn. They can only keep one card, so it cannot be land and Mizzix's Mastery. This is a slippery slope. Slippery slope, my friends. What will they do? Oh, they drew another. All right, well, they have to pitch both of those anyway. All right, perfect. Perfect. Okay. That's going to make it tougher for them. So they have to draw exactly Mizzix's Mastery. And, I mean, Okay. I mean, it has to be this turn. Okay, again, that doesn't do anything for them. If they Faithless Looting, which they should not, they're just going to pitch both of those cards. Okay. All right, well, we are going to... I think we're going to +2 here. Beautiful. Seems really good. Actually take a Soul Shatter here. Yep. Wow. That was good. We definitely drew cards in the right order, and our opponent just did not draw cards in the right order. So, well, good game. Good game, my friend. On to the next one. Yeah, when playing combo decks, obviously, have to draw cards in the right order. It does happen. It does happen drawing cards in the wrong order sometimes. So. All right. Well, this is an all right hand. Not a great hand. We do get to see what our opponent's doing. Probably on Grixis. Yep. What I thought they were. Hmm. I think I get right. Because I'm not going to be putting cards in my graveyard for a little while. And I mean, obviously, that's a good way to get rid of cards out of graveyards. Well, that's unfortunate. That would have been a land. Would have loved to have gone land, slam Nicol Bolas potentially next turn if we draw it. This is pretty decent. They're gonna start hitting land and action. Oh, they're not. Well, that's one way to defeat Grixis, and that was a quick game, so we'll make sure we add another one onto the end. All right, next one. Yeah, those kind of games are, I mean, they happen, right? Seen many a video / argument about Magic's mana system, and it does cause games like that. Oh, we are going to keep this. Depends on what our opponent is playing. All right, well, good draw. Draw. We actually could take the Augur. Puts them off of a turn 2 play. We still have a Thoughtseize for next turn for the Narset. But maybe we go Thoughtseize. And just leave them with absolutely no action. This only kills creatures, right? Yep. Okay. Our hand is kind of garbage against their their hands. Probably take the Erebos Intervention. It's the best card in our hand. Alright, so they left on top. I like it. Worst case scenario, they go land Narset. We can kill it, but we'll get a card off of it. Land. You're not a land. Alright. Give us 2. Sure. Okay. What a useful card there, right? Alright. Sometimes you just gotta slam that deliver onto evil. And sometimes you slam a Bolas and it lands. Alright. I'd probably get rid of this Hagra Mauling. You have to assume by this point, by turn 5, and not seeing any creatures, that we're not playing any creatures. So, Hagra Mauling's no good.
My schemes are never ending.
Nicol Bolas doesn't die. Okay. Do we get? They're gonna start taking life to draw cards. Right? Any card is a good card with Nicol Bolas in play. Yeah, that's a good card for them to get rid of. Card that they have to have the city's blessing for. Archer Varaska. That could have also stifled their land production. If they don't hit a land here, now they're forced to discard cards out of their hand. You have successfully taken a hostage. You know about this, so we're going to play it. Maybe they negate. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure thing, my friend. Oh, we should have just cast Yahenni's Expertise, honestly. Oh, and now we get him with this. They concede when we. They concede when we cast this. We get another one back. That's really good.
No weakness I cannot exploit.
Oh no, they're continuing. That's so good. Deliver unto evil with Nicol Bolas in play. That's a good card. Oh. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, my friend. That I definitely understand that concession. But, oof, that was a dismantle. So, well, good game. And we are quickly on to the next. Sweet. Oh, man. Keeping the streak alive. Keeping it alive, my friends. 5 down. 2.5 to go. Right? Because we had that early concession earlier. All right, let's do it. Will we get to go first? I'm pretty happy with this hand. Not the best hand, but it definitely gives us something to do for the first couple turns. Until we can get to the late game. Ah, okay, well. This is kind of whoopsies. So this shuts us off of a lot of stuff. But I think we have to take this, right? Based on our hand. This is a horrible hand against this opponent. Yep. And, you know, now they're gonna question it, right? Oh, whoops. Don't want to land right now. At least we don't want another swamp. Okay, I can actually get behind that. So we do get to draw a card now at the end of the turn. They're probably going to slam down this Hedron Archive because it's going to turn on a lot of their plays. Okay. So their draw was Mind Stone. Oh, perfect. So we've got Bolas set up for next turn. I like it. I like it. They're gonna play. They're definitely gonna play Karn. Interesting.
Say hello to my little friend.
So we can kill Karn. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think we're gonna keep this. We're gonna kill Karn. Let them attack Nicol Bolas. Or, But also down tick on our own. So if we were to down tick Nicol Bolas and actually make a blocker, but then we couldn't. Yeah. That was a plus. How ridiculous would it be? No, could make him sack. Could make him sack. So yeah. It's tempting. Right. It's definitely tempting. Opponent's probably gonna sack Mind Stone. Four, five, six, seven, eight. So they have a lot of plays here. They have a lot of mana for play. Don't attack Nicol Bolas. You don't want to do that. Boo.
I have other schemes to attend to.
Oh. Why do they always have the answer? I don't want it. I don't want it. Yeah, this is a tough matchup. Our hand just didn't line up with what we were playing against. Too late for that. I mean, there's an argument for keeping the Thoughtseize because they might go and get our spells cost 2 more. Now that shuts off Nicol Bolas. Yep. They dismantled us. Dead card. We shall say good game. We will play Nicol Bolas, and then we will concede. But we cast Nicol Bolas there because we have a quest to play blue spells. So, yeah, colorless is still a thing. That's still good. So, yeah, play it. Still good. All right. Well, there goes a streak, but hey, we still got more games to play. Yeah, again, in case anybody was wondering, colorless is still a good deck. So, all right. Let's not play colorless again. Or if we do, let's have a little bit of a better draw. But I don't think our deck beats that. This hand... It's alright. We have a 1-2 into a removal spell, so... Take a peek. What are we playing here? Alright, so we don't care about that. Don't really care about this, but it does. I mean, what does this do? Even. Odd? I mean, we're gonna play it like that, right? They've got all evens. Just kidding. Then maybe they slam that down to kill this, swinging for 4. Then again, I think we're fine with that, right? And they're not really developing their board at all. Let me put that down there. Actually, we don't even need to do that, right? We're just going to draw anyway. Take another 4. Does that have haste? No, just fly. You're going to draw. Oh, we are drawing all of the boluses. I'm really trying to get them to play more cards, but they are missing the mana for it. So good news is we can... Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I think we're just going to slam this down. We gain a life, we get to kill something. Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, they shouldn't concede because they're far enough. Like, they have enough cards in their hand to where them only being stuck on 3 land is gonna at least give them a chance to draw out of this. But I can definitely understand conceding because Nicol Bolas is in play. I mean, that was a draw. Well, let's see what we get. This is going to be perfect for next turn. We'll gain 2 life off of that. Yeah, I think now we're good. Yeah, our opponent agrees. Circle gets the square. So, yeah, that was number 7. So, technically, that was the final boss. We went, what, 6-1? But I promised everybody an extra game, and we are going to get that extra game. So, let's hop right into it. Let's go. All right. This is the warm down game. We've already beat the final boss. Let's cool off a little bit. I'm just going to rehydrate. Good old Tuck. Welcome to the game, Tuck. Opponent gets to go first. I like this hand. Couple decent 1-drops, followed by a So I think I just want to turn this off immediately. Right. I don't know if this is mono red or is it. It's definitely is it. Okay. So good news, they don't attack. We have to try to get as many good cards out. I think I want to hit this start, of course. They Dragon Rage Channeler. And hopefully don't have another play. Of course. Well, of course they have another. Why wouldn't they? Phoenix. Maybe they keep the lightning act too. Right. But we know that lightning dead draw. Or a dead card against them, unless they want to target their own card. And we have to hope for... Really? Really, really? Must be nice. Must be real nice. They left it on top. Probably take that. I believe that's 3 Phoenixes, so we really need to get our Erebos' Intervention into our hand right now. So... I think if we plus, they exile Lightning Axe. That gives them less cards. I'm okay with that. Okay. So if they do, I was right. If they do manage to get their Phoenixes back in play, we do have a contingency. Probably start off with Faithless. The Faithless Looting, not the one that they left on top. This is okay. All right, this is huge. Looking for a 1. Looking for a 1-drop. 1-drop spell that is a instant or a sorcerer. They missed. That's huge. Oh. Wow. So good. Yep, I think that solidifies this game. That was really good. We actually get to... we can Thought Seize them. But I kind of want them just kind of going off here with their spells. But we can Thought Seize. And then we can actually like freaking great. This is tough. This is tough. I know they don't have a lane. They would have played. That was a good hit. We might actually be able to prevent them from having... So we're going to do 8. Phoenix. Get all the Phoenix. 4, 5, 6. 8. I think that brings it down to 1.
A feeble effort.
Nice. That was huge. Oh yeah, then we just get to activate, play another one, reactivate. That was really, really sick. That was That was a nice way to end this. So sweet. Let's talk about this deck. All right, everybody, welcome back to the wrap up, and we crushed it. We actually got a bonus game. That I think that bonus game was actually our best game, or at least one of them. But so 8 games, went 7-1. Super happy with this. Now I do want to say there's a couple ways that I would rebuild this. One of which I do think that if I really wanted to rebuild this, I would definitely take out the big bolus, the 7-mana bolus. It's not really needed. It doesn't really function that well with the Blood on the Snow. I do think I would probably add one more Blood in the Snow, and then I would probably start adding in a couple Cosmos Elixirs. I do think that this deck's weak point is card draw. Being able to overcome having to use all your removal, because a lot of your cards are removal and you're not really gaining a lot back. But I mean, Maze Mind Tome, potentially you draw all 4 of those and activate all 4. You're never really going to activate all 4 of them 4 times in one game to draw 4 cards each, or there's going to be scrying in there. There's going to be all kinds of different. I don't think you're going to draw 16 cards off of those. And if you run out of cards real early, you're just kind of stuck there doing nothing. So at least with Cosmos Elixir in this deck, we would have a little bit of a passive ability, whether it's not just gaining life and keeping us alive a little bit to get to those extra removal spells that we might need. And then again, maybe I think I would only play maybe 2 or 3. I would not play 4 in this deck. And then maybe the language. And I do think we need another copy of Soul Shatter, so maybe switch the numbers on the Liver Unto Evil with the Soul Shatters. That way we have just a little bit more instant control. And then again, one last thing I would probably do is just add a second copy of Erebos' Intervention on my end and go up to 61. Because again, I do think it's enough of it. There's enough of these blue-red decks out there to warrant playing 2 of these, as well as I prefer to play 61. Kind of like my thing. But lately I've really been trying to cut back and only play 60 card decks. Just to, showcase a little bit more of a serious side, but at the same time we're still having fun. We're still building really fun theme decks. So yeah, this is Mono Black Bolas again. We've played Mono Red Bolas. I think we called it Big Red Bolas. And I think this deck is great. It's a lot of fun. You're not going to win. You're probably not going to win an invitational with it. You may be able to rank up with this. Again, I didn't take it into ranked. I don't really go into ranked a lot with some of my decks because I just rather play against the randomness that I get. It does pair you different when you play ranked versus unranked. So I'd rather see some decks as a strict like MMR type thing. Yeah, this is Black Bolas. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Again, if you enjoyed the video and the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links down below. Join the Discord. Again, I want to hit on, we're going to be in December soon. We're into November already. It's going to be Thanksgiving, then it's going to be Christmas. But we got Decktember coming up. We probably want to get ready for that. Start brewing some decks. We have a new set coming out in like 10 days. So crazy to think about how quickly some of these. Yeah. So with that being said, everybody, please stay safe. We'll see you all next time.